Welcome to our global call this January 16th. This is Paul Barlow. I am the president, of IX Global. Oh, excuse me there. Today is just so everybody is aware, is a federal holiday in the United States of America, but we're here and rocking and rolling. We are a global company. You may see some slight delay with American response today, but we're here with and excited with the global call. We've got a lot of updates to give you guys based on our amazing event last weekend and other wonderful things. So let's go ahead and get started. So first and foremost, guys, as we always do, if this is your first time on our global call, we start with the mission of the company every single week here, because we need to know why we're here and why we are doing what we're doing. We are here to innovate, inspire, and impact your life. That is the vision and the mission of IX Global. We are here. We have created a platform for digital entrepreneurs to grow around the globe. And by doing that, we have been able to change a lot of lives. That's what we've been doing for the last 2.5+ years. You notice that we innovate, we move quickly. We talked about that at the X-Node Summit last weekend. Things change here. This is not the company. If you want something that's going to be solid, stable, and the same for years and years and years, you are in the wrong place, because we are going to move. We move fast, we break things, and we are continually trying to be on the cutting edge, providing you and your teams with the best tools, services, and products to improve your life, improve your wealth, and improve those of the community. So we feel like we've done a relatively good job so far, and we're just getting started, and things are starting to pick up steam. And we're glad that so many of you have seen this vision with us and are running at full speed with us. So with that said, let's go ahead and just really quickly go over this disclaimer. Guys, we're not investment advisors. We never will be. We share financial education. We share different products, different services. We sell software licenses. We are not here to give advice, legal advice, accounting advice, tax and legal. Anything that we share with you from an educational perspective, please share it with your licensed professional advisors. And remember, your decisions and what you are deciding to do with this information are your own. We do our best to be compliant, both here in the United States and around the world, with all of the regulatory necessities of the governments. It's not easy, but we do our best, and that starts with transparency. And you to say we make no guarantees, guys. Never will make any guarantees. You see, like I said, we sell education and software. That's what we're doing here, guys. And so what you decide to do with this information is yours. Please operate at your own risk and never use this financial education that we share with you to invest money you cannot afford to lose. All right. So with that said, guys, let's talk about our financial education results of the last week. We do this every single week. As I said, we are transparent as a company, and we are going to share these are the first products and services that IX Global launched with, and we want to continue that transparency as long as we are in existence. So here you see our weekly results with our different trading and channels. We had Forex with plus 1,380 total pips, binaries with a 77% win rate, synthetics at 78, and IEX India at 67. And if you would like to see the breakdown of those channels, those are here on the right side. And guys, we have some great experts here that they share live training. That training then becomes on-demand training, and then they share signals, ideas of theirs in newsletter format through our Telegram channels to everybody out there. And you can choose to use those trade ideas that they share with you or not. But these are the results that come from those that use those trading ideas, those market ideas. So once again, guys, no guarantees at all. Never will guarantee. There is risk in these markets, but we do tend to have good experts that over time seem to do a pretty good job. Okay, so I hope you guys are participating in this, and if not, please take the time to learn about these products and services. Our community growth, guys, we continue to grow, and we're exploding around the world. 2,256 new brand ambassadors joined the community in this last week. We're rapidly approaching 200,000 brand ambassadors around the world. We have over 200,000 in our entire community. And we're just so grateful, guys, for all of you that continue to see this vision and work with us and see how we are, see what we're doing, you know, and share this concept. And we, you know, for those that got to participate with us last weekend, you see a lot of the why. So with that said, I'm going to go into the new updates here. I will be giving a recap as well of the summit from last week. And here we go. So first and foremost, guys, for those that didn't get to come to Salt Lake last weekend, which is the vast majority of the company, we have some additions to the IX corporate team that were announced. We have okay, we had obviously a mistake over here. This is Misty Martinez on the left, and Misty Martinez is our Chief Operating Officer, and to the right of her is Bob Chapman, our Chief Technology Officer. They've been on with us now for a couple of months. We wanted to make sure everybody is aware of them. If you've noticed that response times are faster to our tickets, and you have seen the quality of our events, that is thanks to Misty. She is extremely experienced, has been doing this for a long time. And if you have seen in the back end that things are getting better with our technology and that we're improving on that, that is thanks to Bob and to his team. We are continuing to expand to try to keep up with you and your growth. We have Luke Epps, who has been promoted to the Chief Relations Officer of the company. Many of you already know Luke, work with him, love him. He's amazing. He's worked with us. He's been with us for several months, and now he's part of the C-suite here, making sure to take care of all of you, all of our brand ambassadors in our community, to make sure that you have what you need to be successful. We have Colby Jones, who is now the Director of Digital Media. Many of you may have seen Colby at our events doing camera work, and many of the social media posts and things that you see out there are thanks to Colby. He has officially fully joined the team, and we're glad to have him here. And then Nicola Henderson has also been promoted to Director of Communications, the communications that you've all seen in your emails, and many of them through the Telegram channels, and all the different corporate announcements have been coming from Nicola for months already. And now she has as part of the corporate staff. So guys, we're continuing to grow as we promised we would, with your explosive growth. It takes a while. Finding the right people like we have is not easy. This is a wonderful team of people to go along with those that we've already had in the corporate office. And we're just going to continue to grow to keep up with you guys. So keep growing, keep building, and we will do our best to find people like this wonderful team that we've put together so far to support you and allow you to do what you do. Also, I'm going to continue to make this call to action, guys. We have several of you, I think we've got at least 100 of you so far. I don't know if this number is still correct or not, that have submitted to Business for Home with your incomes. Guys, if you have made $5,000 a month or more with your in the IX Global side of things, IX Global, that's not including your digital rewards with DebtBox or anything like that. But if you have made in commissions over $5,000 in a month with IX Global, you can submit and you will get on this list. So please, guys, do so. We want the world to know who we are. We have the #1 money earner in Viraj Patil. We have a top 20 earner in Ramesh Chowdhury. We have a top 50 earner in Travis Flaherty, and many of you others that are coming into this list. And we want people to know who we are, and we've been the #1 ranked momentum company also at Business for Home. So now let's let people see all of the people and all of the checks that we're earning. And this is the best way, guys, that I've ever seen for people to see who you are on your income. So now you don't have to make non-compliant income claims. You can submit to this website, and then you can direct people to look you up on this website and to see how you're doing. It's the most compliant way I've ever seen to be able to share how well you're doing with the company. So please take advantage and do so. All right, guys, we got Awaken coming up here. If you have not been paying attention so far, I hope you are. We're in the middle of our qualification process for the Dominican Republic Punta Cana 3-year anniversary edition Awaken, guys. This is going to be at the end of April till the beginning of May. It will be the last couple of days of April, the first couple of days of May, and qualification ends at the end of February, guys. So please make sure that you're focused on this. You can see your points in real time in the back office, I believe. Yep, that is my next slide. So go to your Trip Point wallet, guys. You can see exactly how well you're doing. These points populate now essentially in real time when you do one of the actions that will earn you points so you can track and be aware and see how well you are doing. So here, once again, just real quick, you can see in short format what the qualification, how you get points in how you qualify for this trip. Now, 500 points, once again, is fully qualified. 750 will get you your +1 to come with you. And this is the same, guys, as last time. I hope there's no confusion. We had some confusion last time. If you earn the trip and you come on the trip, we will reimburse you $1,000 towards your airfare. That's a reimbursement, and that is if you come. If you earn the trip and do not come, you do not get $1,000. Okay, this is only for those that come to the trip and that are going to be reimbursed for their airfare. Okay, so just be aware of that. And then everything else, you see local transportation to from the airport, the resort stay, and the excursions that we have are paid for by the company. If you want to do anything else there while you're in Punta Cana, that's up to you. And now you see the points. And if you didn't notice before, as of January 4th, node rentals are now worth 1 point. Okay, so now every one of those of the rental nodes that you have going on to your personals, that your personals purchase over the next month and a half here, you will get points for that. So be aware of that, guys, because they were 0 points up until January 4th. Now that we've been able to alter the volume on that, those are there. And if you notice the perpetuals, there are 2 that are actually missing now on this slide. We have our new projects. I will mention those later in the call. Okay, so you see Grow, Aluminum, and XPLR. What is not on here, BGLDs and NATGs are sold out, so they're obviously not on here. Debts are essentially sold out, debt licenses, so they are not on here, but our 2 new projects will be on here, and I will mention those 2 point totals when I get to them later in this call. Okay, so now hopefully you can see this, and I expect to see a large amount of you guys at Awaken. So with that said, guys, we have the recap here of our X Node Summit. Guys, this was an amazing event. This was this last Saturday here, right here in Salt Lake City. It was so nice to be able to have an event in my home state, in Joe's home state, and many of the other corporate staff. We live here in Utah. So many of you came and visited us here. It was great to meet all of you. It was so nice to spend some time to reconnect with some of you that we have met before and meet so many new people. Guys, it was an amazing event. So let's go through what we talked about. Our CEO and founder, Joe Martinez, set the tone and the motto for 2023, which is whatever it takes. Guys, we're growing extremely aggressively. We have aggressive goals. Our partners at the Debt Box have extremely aggressive goals as well. So in order to accomplish those goals and to overcome adversity, overcome problems, because the bigger you get, the more problems you have, right? The more money you make, and the more that the bigger the community gets, the more those problems will scale for us, right? So in order to accomplish our goals, we need to do whatever it takes. So let's follow our leader, our founder, Joe Martinez, and let's do, guys, whatever it takes this year. Number 1, to hit our $500 million sales goal as IX Global, and then to move into the future and to share these concepts with the world. All right. So we talk about our ecosystem here, guys. We've got our billion-dollar brands with IX Global. We've got Awaken. We've got the Debt Box in partnership. This is our multi-dimensional digital ecosystem. And we spent a lot of time focusing at this event on the Debt Box. Okay, this was an X Node conference. It was a chance for people to hear directly from the Debt Council. Jake Anderson did a wonderful job leading the charge from stage for the vast majority of the day. Then Jason Anderson, Roy Nelson, and Shad Brandon all came up, spent a lot of time sharing, giving us incredible information. So make sure, guys, if you were not at the X Node Summit, to talk to those who were. There was an absolute fire hose of information that these guys shared with us. What I can tell you is that our partners over at the Debt Box are extremely competent. They are extremely focused. As I mentioned, they have big goals, just as big, if not bigger goals than we do. And they know what they're doing. So we're having to run to keep up with them. They're having to run to keep up with us. It's incredible, guys. The synergy that we have created between the Debt Box and IX Global is something I've never seen, and I don't think I will ever see again at least in the direct selling industry. So it's incredible, guys. So they talked about better processes. They're working on the purchase and activation process. We're integrating our systems even more over Q1 in order for that to be a better experience. We're going to have a better conversion of currency experience. You're going to see different interactive. You're going to see an app that I'm going to talk about here in a minute. And then as I said, they shared so much wonderful information with us. So let's see here what we're talking about. Okay, so guys, February 3rd, a pilot is coming out for the debt credit card, okay? What's going to happen here is everybody who becomes a client or a customer of the debt box, whether you're through IX Global or not, just as long as you are a customer of the debt box, you will get access to a bank account, an international bank account that is backed or done through the Royal Bank of Scotland, guys. Okay, so this is an actual bank account that you will now have. You will have access to. Your primary access will be through a web interface and your card, your debit card. Okay, so first and foremost, there's going to be a digital level of this debit card, and then you will be able to pay for higher levels. You'll be able to pay to get a plastic card, or another level will be a metal card, and then there will be an exclusive gold and diamond encrusted card that people can pay tens of thousands of dollars for, okay? We didn't get the exact pricing on these cards. We just know that the pilot is going to start on February 3rd, and what the Debt Council told us was by mid-February, this should be rolled out to everyone, and then we will all be able to have this access. And why is this so important, guys? Number one, it's your bank account. You own it, and you will be able to then wire money to yourself. And so if you've had issues with wires to IX Global, if you live outside of the United States, you cannot be wiring money for the products and services outside of the United States into the United States. So now you will be able to wire to yourself. You will be able to get your fiat currency into your Royal Bank of Scotland account. And then from there, you will be able inside the account to convert that currency to cryptocurrency, okay, that fiat to crypto. And that is right there, guys, the biggest and most important point of the whole deal here with this bank account. You will be able to go back and forth inside your own bank account between crypto and between fiat to crypto, crypto to fiat, and then you will be able to use your debit card directly attached to your cryptocurrency and use that. So you'll be able to take your debt rewards and convert them, put them in here in different ways. I don't believe right out of the gate we'll have the debt token in here, but I know they are working on integrating debt token into this wallet, but you'll have things like Bitcoin and Ethereum and others of that nature in there. And then, you know, when they're ready, we'll have debt token in there as well. Guys, this is incredible. This is something that's going to be a game changer for us around the world. And at least everybody will have the virtual digital version. And for those that would like to pay for the upgrades, will get the upgraded version. And there's going to be other perks and benefits that come along with the metal card and the exclusive card, but I'm sure we'll hear more about that in the next few weeks, okay? So just be aware, guys, this is exciting, and in February, this is coming, and it's going to help immensely the process of moving money in and out around the world. This is the app that I was talking about, the interactive app, guys. You're going to have your Biz Pro app that is available. You can download this on Android and on iOS. You can go, I believe it's available now in the both app stores, both the Apple App Store and the Google App Store. And guys, this is going to be the way that you market now to the world. You're going to be able to send videos to your prospects. Then app will notify you when they are watching the video, how much of the video they have watched. And also it's going to become an essential customer service tool. So once you have the Biz Pro app, and if you have issues with your debt box, coins, your login, your interface, any of those things, the debt box customer service team is going to be able to send you directly through the Biz Pro app videos and resources in order to solve your problem. So this Biz Pro app is going to be amazing. Please download it. There's going to be a free version, and then there will be a paid version, okay? Free version and a paid version. Everybody can use the free. You'll have to decide for yourself if you would like to use the paid version, but this is exciting, guys. So please download the Biz Pro app and get familiar with it. Oh, here's the download. I'll leave this up on the screen here for just a moment and see if you guys would like to use it. If you could take a screenshot, I'm sure we'll be able to circulate this QR code around as well, maybe in email and or through the Telegram groups later. But right now here, just leaving it up on your screen. Take a minute, use this, and then you will be able to find the app. This will take you directly to your app store and allow you to download that BizPro app right now. Remember, like I said, there is a free version that all of us get to use, so make sure you download it, and then later on you can decide if the paid version is worth it for you, okay? So with that, let's go keep on moving here. And let's see what we got now. Oh, great. All right. So now we are on to the new projects. Guys, we had 2 new projects launched last weekend. First is the BEV project. BEV is an exciting project. What the DebtBox team is doing is creating a co-op that is allowing smaller distribution companies of beverages to get some of the same efficiencies that the big guys get. So if you're Coca-Cola or Anheuser-Busch or one of the big boys, you have the best, rates around the world. You can have the best storage, the best shipping, the best distribution. If you're not one of those big boys, it costs more for you. And DebtBox has figured out a way to gather a co-op of a lot of the smaller distribution people and save them money, and then they get a royalty off saving them money in that distribution process, and that goes to feed the BEV project, guys. Okay, so BEV, it's a smaller project. There is a smaller amount of licenses available than many of the other projects, but exciting project because the tokenomics of BEV allow it to it's a quarterly halving of by quarter, so or not a quarterly quartering. I'm sorry, that's the appropriate terminology. Most of the other coins in the debt ecosystem are an annual halving, right? So you saw that happen with Detcoin. You saw that happen with BGLD this past year. BGLD was generating about 1,800 coin a day. Now it's generating about 900 coin a day. Why? Because it halved, right? Well, BEV is going to quarter every quarter. And what that's going to do is to squeeze the supply faster and should theoretically allow your rewards to be worth more quickly. Okay, so it's a small project. Make sure to get in on it when you can. And trip points for Awaken for BEV, there will be 10 points per BEV perpetual license sold for the Awaken project, okay, or for the Awaken trip. Okay, so that's BEV. BLOX, guys, BLOX is exciting. BLOX, Jason, one of the Debt Council, believes this will be one of, if not the biggest projects that Debt ever does, because this is related to real estate, guys. And the royalties are going to be coming from real estate transactions, purchases, the paper that's done with the mortgages, different things on that side. I don't know the details as well. There are light papers on both BEV and BLOX that you can get access to if you'd like to understand them more in depth. But all I needed to understand about BLOX is that it's about real estate. And they even said, the Debt Council said BLOX was going to be the first project that they launched. However, with interest rates near zero and things that were the market conditions a couple of years ago when they were getting this all prepared the way they were, they decided to hold off. But now the environment is right. So that's why they launched first with BGLD, but now market conditions they feel are good. And so now the BLOX project is being launched. This is going to be a massive, massive project, guys. This is about real estate. And you're going to, real estate is one of the largest and most invested in markets in the world. Okay, so make sure you get involved in BLOX. BLOX will also carry 10 points for the Awaken promotion and for the Awaken trip for the perpetuals. And so exciting, guys. So we have 2 new projects for you to participate in now. Perpetuals are available to purchase at this time. I believe the mining goes live in about, it's somewhere January 24th, I believe is the day, but so don't quote me on that. In the next 10-ish days or so is when they will actually start mining, but you can pre-purchase them now, and then rentals on both will become available in a few months, okay? So those are the information on the BEV and the BLOX projects that were launched. They are currently available for purchase in the back office now. All right, so now we have, guys, we had an announcement that was extremely exciting about the XPLR token. So I'm going to see if I can play this video here and just let you see what we learned.
If I look at the history of time, exploration is inside our DNA. I think it's what is beautiful about humankind. It's what makes us finding new medicines, new places, new people, new planets. This is who we are.
I think my passion for space began as a kid.
It was always in my mind.
Astrophysics was my favorite subject. If you're already learning about the world, you can't help but look up.
Wow, what's out there really? Sure, they look great and they're sparkly, but what's really there? Why can't we get there faster?
I would read all the stories about the early days of space industry.
We managed to get something which someone built in a workshop to orbit the Earth.
I was looking at that going, I want to be part of that. And when I got the chance, I grabbed it with both hands. We launched Australia's first 4 commercial nanosatellites in 2018. Now we're setting up Australia's first hyperfactory to mass produce small satellites.
Those spacecraft will be the vehicle for us to deliver our solutions anywhere on Earth and beyond.
We connect things. We can connect industry assets, and we are going directly to high value applications end to end.
We went looking at the hardest problems to solve in the world right now, and one of those is the energy crisis and this huge need to increase critical mineral production. And what we're doing is changing exploration so that it is super scalable. And this is the way we think exploration can be done on this planet, but also all through our solar system.
It's not just my professional capability that I'm working on here. This is actively working towards some of my own dreams. It's an amazing feeling. And you can look at it at night and see, hey, that's something I've worked on.
I mean, I get to work on space projects every day, man. That's pretty cool.
A goal like connecting the Earth, Moon and Mars, why wouldn't you come out of retirement for that?
Fleet Space Centauri 5, separation confirmed.
I know that the growth, the development, the effort, the teamwork, Fleet is going to make something big and help a lot of people. That's important to me. I'm an explorer.
I'm an explorer.
I am an explorer.
I'm an explorer.
I am an explorer.
All right, guys. So hope that was exciting here to you. That gives me chills every time I see it. So there are two key points here to cover that were covered in the video. Number one, the debt box has partnered with Fleet Technologies out of Australia in order to launch their own satellites. So up till now, the Explore technology, you know, the ground not penetrating, the ground resonance technology that the debt box has used to locate mineral deposits around the world, oil, you know, precious metals, different things of that nature, has been on rented satellites from Google, from Boeing, from different places, and it costs, you know, hundreds of thousands of dollars. Now they are about to launch their own satellites in conjunction with Fleet, and will be able to then run their own satellites, rent out their own satellite time to others that would like to do that. So they will be the ones making the money now instead of having to pay for it. It's an incredible accomplishment, guys, and those will be launched sometime here soon. And there's going to be a lot more information about those launches put out in the near future. Number two, and just as important, if not more, is that Fleet has their own technology. They have a ground penetrating technology you saw in the second half of the video, where they put these sensors in the ground physically. They go to a physical site, they put these sensors in the ground, and they're able to penetrate deep into the earth with their technology. So that technology in conjunction with what the debt box already has will allow them to 3D model exactly where different mineral deposits and different elements are located in the earth. So not only will they now know where exactly it is, but they'll know what it looks like in 3D render before they ever put a drill in the ground. Guys, this is incredible. This is epitome of innovation. It's extremely exciting. This has literally never been done before in the history of planet Earth, and the debt box in conjunction with Fleet will now be doing 3D modeling of these areas. And you can just imagine all of the benefit of this from a cost efficiency standpoint of finding the minerals, from the environmental friendliness, you know, the absolutely minimal environmental impact now that finding the minerals and the elements will cause, and just all of the knock-on effects of that. So guys, this is absolutely incredible. This all goes through the Explore project. So basically the point is, if you haven't gotten Explore, guys, you want to get your hands on some of it now, because what's going to happen here with these satellite launches and with this technology in conjunction with Fleet is going to just absolutely blow the doors off. So this is incredible, guys. So excited for this, and that we got to hear about it over the weekend at the X-Node Summit. Let me get out of here. Okay, there we go. Woo! Okay, guys, reminder now, coming back to our X-Node security measures, do not search for the debt box online. At the conference, they said they have found at least 71 websites, 71 guys, 71 phishing websites that are sophisticated, that are copying the debt box, that have, you know, one letter off or something different, that and those are stealing your information. We have been many people that have been hacked because of these phishing websites. So do not, guys, do not search for the debt box to log in. Log in at IXGlobal directly, type it into your browser window, ixglobal.thedebtbox.com, or even safer, go through your app on your phone, the X-Node app directly on your phone, or through your back office in your X-Node dashboard. Once you click and go to products in your back office and go to the X-Node dashboard, you can then click there safely to get to the debt box site and log in. Okay, guys, this is a major problem. Please, for I beg of you all, do not ever again search for the debt box online. There are too many good scammers out there that could end up stealing all of your coin. So please follow these security measures. Okay, and that's on top of that, 2FA security is essential. Guys, take the time. If you've never done it, you need to learn it now. And a big key I learned over the weekend, I did not know this, is some people thought this was a one-time thing. They have enabled 2FA with the Google Authenticator or the Authy app, and then they use the 6-digit code one time, and then they delete their app. Guys, do not delete your 2FA app. Your 2FA is an ongoing thing. and it's perpetual, it's forever. Once you turn 2FA on, your Authy or your Google Authenticator becomes the way that you protect yourself, becomes the way you verify, it becomes the way you log in. So guys, do not delete the 2FA app off your phone. You need it. That becomes your best friend. You should love your 2FA app. Your 2FA app is now your best friend because it keeps you secure. It protects your assets. Download the app and take good care of it. Take good care of your phones. And that should help minimize the ability for these bad actors to get access to your accounts. Okay, and so just another disclaimer, guys. Crypto is, I'm just going to resume by saying, guys, crypto is the wild, wild west. There is no recourse. If you lose coin, it's gone, and we can't do anything about it. DebtBox cannot do anything about it. So please do everything you can to protect yourself. You are responsible for your coin. You are responsible for the access to your debt wallets. Do not give access to anyone, okay? Do not give access to anyone to either your passwords, your 2FA, or anything of that nature. Protect yourselves, guys. Protect the assets and the wealth that you are growing with the DebtBox and IX Global. One more point here, guys. If you do believe that your 2FA has been compromised, you can request from the DebtBox that they reset this. Now, on top of this, I've heard that there have been people trying to spoof this as well. So even this process, we have bad actors trying to, circumvent. So guys, you need to include an image of yourself holding your photo ID. If you are requesting this from the debt customer service, you request this from the DebtBox customer service. You send an image of yourself holding your photo ID, and you send an email to the debt customer service with this language below. I'm not going to read it. And what's this? Taxes to imply on all purchases is 2% catering to equalization levy. This is, so, okay, there's a 2% tax in India, guys, on this, and I apologize for not understanding that better, but the India team would like us to make that announcement. If you do not understand, I'm sure our India team will get that and understanding out to you, but just for our India team only, there is a 2% tax somehow in this process, and I apologize for not being more aware of that, but that's please reach out to the India team if you are in India, and they will explain that to you. Okay, guys, hosting update as well. So one of the things we did over the weekend, guys, we've heard you that you were not, we've had some people that have purchased V-Boxes and then they see the $60 inclusion on the licenses. Well, we're trying to create a different model for that now. This is for perpetual licenses only. The rental licenses are already taken care of as far as hosting, okay? So do not worry about your rentals. They are taken care of. I'm talking simply about perpetuals right now, okay? So there is 365 days of hosting included in the purchase price now of your perpetual licenses, and the hosting is going to be renewed annually through the Xnode dashboard, all right? So this is this. Okay, so sorry, I'm just trying to read the slide here. They keep changing things on me here, so I'm trying to be up to speed on what we're doing. So just so you're aware, you will see that the perpetuals have had the $60 extra price removed. We are now including those in the purchase price, and you will. So every new perpetual license will give you 1 year before you need to allocate it to a V-Box or to purchase monthly, hosting credits. All right. So that's the important thing right now. We heard you guys on that in the field. You no longer, you will see that that $60 extra charge per perpetual license is no longer there. Rentals, guys, we have quite a bit of rentals available. BGLDs are gone forever. The NATG rentals will be gone at the end of February, and Grow rentals will be gone at the end of March, but you will see soon that BEV rentals will become available. Then BLOX rentals will then become available. And then as new projects are rolled out, those projects will become available as rentals as well. These projects are not meant to be sold in perpetuity, guys. So they will cycle in and out. There will be a beginning, a middle, and an end to each project from a license perspective, okay? The projects themselves, they can go in perpetuity, but the licenses themselves are meant to have a selling time frame and a time window. So even with the rentals, those will all cycle out for each project. So if you would like different amounts of token from these projects, get them while they're available and before they are sold out. All right, that is it, guys. Okay, so I apologize if I missed a thing or two there or messed some things up. We had a constant revision of some of the information right up to the beginning of the call here. So hope that made sense. If you do not understand or if there's things you still need to become better aware of, please reach out to your upline leadership. We as a corporate staff will do our job as much as possible to disseminate this information via email, via the Telegram announcement channels, and all of our communication channels over the next several days. It was a lot of information, guys. So those that were at the X-Node Summit, I think you would agree with me. A lot of incredibly good information, but it was very dense. So to unpack all that appropriately, I know it's taking me some time. I'm sure it'll take many of you some extra days. Make sure to have those conversations. We can have Zoom calls and follow-ups and be able to do those to learn to do more. So thank you guys very much. Once again, we're so excited for 2023, where we're going. That's part of whatever it takes, is learning all this information, being able to get all of these new technologies, new projects out and available to you. So guys, keep sharing, keep promoting IX Global to your global community. Get involved, make sure you get perpetuals on each of these projects before it's too late. And I hope you're excited about the new projects as I am, and we will continue to go from there. So thank you very much, guys. Have a great rest of your week, and we will talk to you next Monday.